Hello and welcome to a new video. Today we're gonna take a look at a double slow team here. We're going to have the new community day moves with a surf on both of them. And we're running some more spicier movesets on them as well, which can be a little bit problematic, but not in this case. Goodbye Trevenant already. What a good start into the video. We're going to run here the Slowbro with the move Surf as well as Ace Beam. Well, you can see here we have the Slowking with the move Fire Blast, and this is going to come in clutch quite often actually. Like honestly, I'll use it quite a bit, which is kind of funny. So we're going to take a look at this one as well today. It was a lot of fun to play this team. I had a great time playing this one. The water gun pressure is really cool with this team as well. It's not balanced, like it's not going to be the craziest team that's going to get the craziest results. I think I actually went positive with this team though. I had one really bad set. I think I had 1-1-4. I played all 5 sets by the way today with it. I think I had 1-3-2 was my first one. I think I have a 2-3 and then I had a 3-2 again and then another 4-1. So I think I went positive by like 2 or 3 battles. But I had a great time. Like honestly, it was a lot of fun playing this one here. It's a very squishy team, it's a very anti-meta team, it's not what you see all the time, it's not your classic Lantern, Medicham, all that nonsense. It's going to be the double Slowbro, as well as going to have the Obstagoon in the lead. Obstagoon was a lot of fun as well. There was one battle there I actually got 3 times the double boost, which was wild, but yeah, I had a great time with this team here. We're going to encounter a Charm user. This might be actually a team that I've been, that I built like 2 seasons ago that people are still using. Might be the Alolan Ninetales in the back with that one. We will find out shortly, I guess. As we're going to see the crunch coming through, we're going to not get the defense drop, which is nice. Let's see what's coming in now against us. It's going to be the Alolan Ninetales. Yeah, that's going to be the team that I built a few seasons back, which a lot of people actually adopted, and which was just a very easy team to got to legend with that back in the day. I think it was like 2 seasons ago. I think I actually faced it like 2 times as well in the 25 battles today, which was not really ideal for me, but we can at least spam those water type moves there as we can farm them all the way down. We're going to have some energy here as well, as we can go ahead and go for the Night Slash against the opponent's Medicham, and we will be able to go ahead and farm them all the way down here. This will not knock me out here, it's going to be just an Ice Punch, and our Obstagoon will be able to be the better fighter here. Next opponent, let's see who is going to be this one. It's going to be a Bastion, and look at our team by the way. We have double Water Gun, we have our Obstagoon in store as well, and we're going to encounter now a Victory Bell. They're going to let the first move go through, which is amazing for me because I needed some damage against them, and we're going to get that damage with that. I'm going to shield up the move HE, which is an interesting play of course, because yeah, like usually you would not really want to like shield the first move here if you're already that low, but I only have water type Pokemon in the back. It's kind of like I kind of have to, like I'm forced to do that. So we're going to see, you know, the Bastion coming back in, and as we have the Bastion, we have a Victory Bell. I kind of already know what they have in the back, which is going to be most likely the Medicham. So I'm totally fine just letting this move go through here. I'm pretty sure that I'm going to have a great time here with my Slowking. And I'm pretty sure we're going to have a very great time here, as you can just go ahead and go for 2 serves. You see already how much damage our fast move Water Gun is doing against the opponent. It is a wild, like this move is so good. We can go for the surf here, they can go for another charge move, we don't really care too much. We can shield this move up, and another surf will seal the deal here, as they still have of course their Bastion in the back, but we have so much of fast move pressure against them. There's no lot that this bulky boy can do against us. Farm them down, win the game, easy one. Next opponent, Bokchik here, we're going to see the Swampert in the lead. This is going to be pretty fine for us, as we're going to be able to go for the Night Slash. By the way, I just chose the last, I think 12 or 13 battles that I did. I don't even know which one like they were, but I think there was like pretty much my best set as well in there. So I just used the last ones because if you play the team a little bit more often or whatever, you're going to of course learn some more matchups and learn how to play it a little bit better. So definitely got better after a while playing this. It's usually the case with most teams. Like if you don't have the best results immediately, still try to play at least maybe an entire day with that one. If you think that is a team that can work, because you're not going to change eventually, or in general, you're going to learn some more matchups which you didn't know prior. Here we're going to see now the Swampert coming in. We can go for the Night Slash, doing some decent damage against them. And if we can catch one move from the Swampert, we can catch another move from the Swampert as well here, of course, onto our Slowking. We will be able to just go ahead and farm them all the way down here. Goodbye Swampert. Let's see what's coming in. It's coming in the Ninetales. That's not really that great for us. We have to go for the Surf here, and the Surf going to do some decent damage. They're going to shield this move up, of course, but this is going to be an awkward one anyway. We have to shield here as well. It's going to be the Weather Ball. We are just not quite in Weather Ball range. They're going to try to farm me all the way down, and they cannot do that. And we know already what he can do here. We can catch the move from the opponent. It was an obvious one that they're going to throw immediately. They're going to farm me all the way down, and we see the Fire Blast coming through. Boom! Goodbye, Ninetales. This was so amazing, honestly. Getting to that move just there was so satisfying. Goodbye there. All the Ninetales here currently. Like, I encountered so many Ninetales, which was really nice. Lantern is like one of the issues. I would actually suggest you to go for Psychic on both of the Pokemon here on the back, because you just have better coverage against Lantern and against other water type Pokemon, which you usually don't have like this. So Psychic is just most likely the better way to go for both of the Pokemon actually in the back, but it's less funny. I'm not gonna lie, Ice Beam is funny to use against Trevenant, while Psychic still most likely would do enough damage to knock it out with the Shadow bonus, and as well the Fire Blast is just funny to use in general, as you saw there already against the Ninetales. That was a lot of fun. We're going to go really down here. They're sadly going to even get to another charge move, which I didn't expect, but I cannot really give up the shields. This is most likely not going to be the best matchup unless Slowking is going to sweep the entire team here. Let's see what's coming in. We're going to see the Ninetales coming in here. Maybe Slowking actually has a lot of play here. We will find out shortly. As you're going to see the Weather Ball coming through against us, you're going to be able to just go ahead and shield up the first one. We're going to see the next one coming through. I make a mistake here. I should have thrown earlier, but I did not really, I didn't think they had that much energy. Should have thrown a little bit earlier, as this will not knock out the, it will knock out the opponent, of course, but we are pretty low already. And we see now the Galarian Stunfisk coming in. This is definitely going to be a game over, right? Turns out one Surf does so much more damage than I expected against the Stunfisk that even though my opponent had like great advantage there, this was a very decent game for us. I think that was one of the funniest games here. Let's go into take a look at this one. We're going to see the Dragonair in the lead. We can go for the Night Slash. Going to get the boost. First booster for this game here. We're going to shield up the next charge move coming through. It's going to be the Body Slam. What we see here is going to be the Noctowl coming in. We can go for another charge move, doing a ton of damage against them. Actually doesn't even look like it's double boosted, but still, it's going to be fine here. We're going to shield up the move from the opponent. It's going to be a Sky Attack, as you can go ahead and go for another Night Slash. Turns out this Night Slash also going to get us the boost, second boost for this game here. We're going to be able to swap onto the charge move into our Slowbro, farming them down now, getting some energy advantage. It's going to be pretty damn decent, as we see the Lantern coming through, which is horrible for us. We don't have anything for the Lantern. If we had Psychic here, this would have been a very decent game for us already. But sadly, we don't. But at least we can see P-Tai onto their Surf with our Surf. They are going to farm me down now with the Dragonair. And if we had two boosts already, you know already what we're going to get for this one. Boom, another boost, which is completely unnecessary because we just don't have the coverage for Lantern. I would need to go for one Fire Blast here in order to knock them out, which is not going to happen, as one Thunderbolt is going to be enough here. So a good game, even though we have 3 times the boost with the Obstacle, and there was just like nothing I could do against this Lantern at the end. This was just a core breaker for us. So we're going to see here the next opponent having a very decent lead for us, and also a Bastion trying to catch a move. Like, this was a Surfman. This was not really the ideal move to catch for you, but we're going to do so much damage against them that this next Surf going to put them into farm down range, and they don't even get to a charge move. So goodbye, Bastion. Thanks for just getting basically, yeah, us a pretty great time. You see me here, by the way, getting all the charge notifications because I restarted my PC. And had my phone plugged into it, so that's why you see it like 3 times. It's not a cable or anything like this, it's an issue, it's just my PC restarting, as we have some issues sometimes with that one. But yeah, anyway, we can go for one Surf, gonna get the shield against the opponent, actually going to shield this move up here against them. It's going to be a Power Punch again, which is not ideal, but we see that Rapian coming in, and we can go ahead and go for another Surf. Gonna force the shield from the opponent, as we can swap into our Obstacle, and this is going to have a pretty decent matchup against the opponent now. Awkward Tail doesn't really do that much damage. Cross Chop going to do way more damage here, and this will be a very good one for us, as we're going to now be able to farm them all the way down. We're going to see the next charge move coming through. It's going to be the next Awkward Tail coming through, and they're going to maybe even knock me out here, but our Slow King actually I think is still alive. Yeah, our Slowking doesn't care. We can just farm down the first Pokemon, and we can farm down the second Pokemon, and this is going to be a good game there. Next opponent, let's see who are we going to face here. We're going to face the Medicham in the lead. This is of course something where we have to swap out again. I actually don't mind losing lead to this team here because it's an ABB line. ABB lines are kind of better even if you lose lead, to be fair, because you played out a little bit better for this line itself. Very bad for us though is that this Lantern is going to come in here, because like, yeah, we don't really have an answer for Lantern. We have to go for one Surf here, which does basically 0 damage, but we're at least going to be able to go for another Surf, which does also kind of the same damage, which at least puts them kind of into Night Slash range. I cannot even talk here anymore. The Thunderbolt is coming through though, gonna get some decent damage against us, half of our health gone, but we can go for the Night Slash, gonna be able to knock them out, and we swap immediately. As we know, this Mage Gem is lurking in the back there, we're going to swap immediately into our Slowking, as we're going to encounter now a Noctowl. It's not going to look really pretty for us here right now. They can take a charge move. I cannot take a charge move. They're going to be able to get to the charge move a little bit faster there, as the 4 energy per turn basically from the wing attack is just a little bit better than the 3 energy per turn of our fast move itself. But Water Gun still is a very cool fast move here. We're going to be able to hit the charge move against the opponent, which is going to put them low, but they're going to knock us out here. And there's a button on the top left, I want to say, which is going to allow us to forfeit the match. Next opponent, Horrific Lead. Basically, we lose every lead here, as we're going to encounter Reggie still against us as well. This is horrible, but if they don't get the debuff here in the first 2 in general, if they don't get both debuffs here, we're going to be fine, but they're gonna get the first debuff already, which is really bad for us. We can go for one Surf still, which will get shielded by them most likely. But yeah, if you see here already, we're gonna get them super low. If we didn't get the debuff, it would have been so much closer to farm them all the way down now. And I'm pretty sure I would have been able to farm them all the way down if I didn't get like both debuffs. I think one debuff would have been enough to farm all the way down still. But yeah, we're going to encounter now the Ninetales. Of course, I'm going to swap out immediately. But this is a pretty standard meta stuff line, so I'm most likely going to expect to see a Medicham in the back at this point of time. That's why I think at least, and we're going to see exactly that, which is going to be kind of horrific for this team, because they still have shield left. Our Slowbro doesn't really have that much health left. So it's going to be a little bit of a trickier one. I basically am forced to catch a Psychic onto my other Pokemon on my Obstagoon, but sadly they throw immediately here, which is a smart move. The Psychic going to not knock me out, but get me low enough that I can't really do anything with my Slowbro anymore. And my Night Slash is going to not do enough damage, even though we're going to be able to boost up here, it just doesn't do enough damage. So yeah, it's going to be a good game. There was not a lot that I can do there. Again, kind of hard-walled from the get-go. 2 debuffs, not really the luckiest one for me as well. But yeah, we're going to see now in the next game, we're going to see another lead loss. Everybody is running the Ninetales in the lead all of a sudden, which is kind of wild. I will be able to go ahead and go for another charge move against the opponent here with my Slowbro, doing some decent damage. It would hit, but it doesn't hit, and we will be able to know let this move go through. Weather Ball coming in. Fine for us, we're going to see the Azumarill. This is another reason why you might want to run Psychic. For both Pokemon, Azumarill is not something that you can really deal with, so that's going to be a little bit of a tough one, as you're going to be able to go for another charge move here, going to be a Surf. We already got basically the shields gone from the opponent, but it's going to be a tough one to still win this one. Ice Beam coming through, going to do some decent damage. I go into my Obstagoon here, because Obstagoon will do the most amount of damage with a fast move here, as counter going to chunk away a little bit. I can go ahead and go for the Night Slash boost, as this is going to do some decent damage as well, but look at this, it's not really looking too good for us at this point of time. They have so much energy already. I'm going to have to try to catch maybe a move, but no, they're going to go into their own Ninetales here right now. I can get for my charge move here in time, which is going to knock out the opponent, which is amazing, as we're going to now see the Wishcast coming in, but yeah, there is not a lot that I can do here really about the loss that we're going to take here, as there's not a lot of health left on my Pokemon, and this is going to sadly lose me the game here, as we're going to see the Wishcast just coming through. Going to be able to win this game pretty easily. I can still shield this move up if I wanted to, but I'm going to leave this one alive there, and we're going to just forfeit like this. Final game I think that's going to be here. We're going to see the Dragonair in the lead. It's going to be a fine one, hopefully. Dragonair going to be a little bit of a tough one to beat with this team. It's actually some laggy gameplay as well here. But this Night Slash coming through, we're going to get the shield from the opponent. This is fine for us. We can go ahead and go for another Night Slash. We can just shield up the move from the opponent again. Fine for us, as this Night Slash coming through here, going to do some decent damage if it would land, but usually they're going to shield this move up, and they do the same. And we have the Booster Goon here on our team getting the double attack buff, which is amazing. We're still going to swap out immediately, which we didn't have to, but still, if they don't have a shield, you know what's going to come. The Ice Beam from our Slowbro going to annihilate the opponent's Trevenant, winning us this game here easily, as we can even go for another Surf in order to knock out the opponent's Galarian Stunfisk there. So that's going to be it for this video. I hope you enjoyed it, and I'll see you on the next one. Also, leave a like on the video, and you're going to see the latest one on the left side, and on the right side you'll see the top teams. Maybe check them out if you're interested, and I'll see you on the next one. Bye.